I keep having this song in my mind right now. I don't even can I don't know. It may be a copyright thing, but it could be. But it's like see the best of life, the best of love, the very best of everything. Hey, yeah. Whoo! I just feel that. Um, uh, that was from Ricky Byers, who is one of my favorite people on the planet. And he goes, and I pray that you will see the best of life, the best of love, the very best of everything. Forgive, forgive, and see the best of life, the best of love, the very best of everything. That song rings in my ears. That was from her and the International Agape Choir. What's up? I'm Shang Abrams. If you don't know me, Shang Abrams. I'm here in Los Angeles, California. It's a beautiful day. Uh, Had to go get a regular job because things have changed. So I'm going to be going to work soon. But, I just wanted to kind of like get on here, touch base. It's Sunday, so I don't know when you're seeing this, but the day that I recorded this was Sunday, which is why I was singing that song. I love Sundays. They feel like they're a day of renewal. Ooh, they're a day of reflection. I like that it's a day where I get to like pause, and I get to look at the week and go, okay, so like, what we gonna do? Uh, it's so much changes happening. Like what I'm curious to know is like if someone will see this like years later, or even me looking at it years later, be like, damn, because there's so much happening in this moment. I think this moment is like one of the most critical moments for me to try to keep myself centered. And I say try because there are moments where I'm just like, what? I already mentioned this on another video. They keep playing that video from this guy. He's like this light skinned, and only reason I say light skinned just because of what he's saying, not because I don't care if you're light skinned, but he's like light skinned Latino who's talking about black people, and it's just like, I mean, it's just so weird. It's weird when people make derogatory statements or comments, and then I'm looking at them. I'm looking at his teeth, which need to be fixed. I'm looking at his weight because he's big. I'm looking at his speech because his education is off. I'm like, okay, bro, like at least try to present yourself. If you're going to try to talk about the inadequacies of the black community, at least get yourself together so that you represent Mexico. And Mexicans, y'all need to go get him because he is not a good representation of y'all at all. And just because he looks like he's white, that just makes it worse, in my opinion. But good God, and he's just saying all these things about black people and blah, blah. It's so silly and so sad. And so sad that we cannot seem to understand that we are more powerful united than we are divided. And I'm going to just keep saying that we are. It's why people want to make sure that we consistently have issues with each other on really dumb stuff. Today I wanted to really like get into like LGBTQ stuff because I was just like, whatever. But I was talking to my friend today, and so this is my philosophy, right? Like I feel like people should be able to be who they are, and that includes. Listen, it sounds weird to say this, but it includes if you're racist or you don't like people and like you should be that way. In fact, I want you to be that way. I want to know so that I know to avoid you. But I'm not gonna be like you. Would never be like you should be that way. Because if that's what you're invested in, then invest in it. I mean, I don't agree with it, but invest in it. Long as you're not hurting someone, going after someone, no, long as you're not doing that. If that's that thing that you do in your household or you do amongst your community of people that are like-minded in that way, cool. So as I'm saying that, I'm just thinking about what is it the obsession with, uh, especially Christian folks, like the. I'm talking about, like, I shouldn't say real because they're not, and not every Christian folks is like that because I have good friends that are not like this. But I'm talking about like the Christian nationalists or the people that are like really into it that are very obsessed about where I put my penis. Yes, I said it. Where do they want to know where I put my penis or where someone puts their penis in dealing with me? Like, what is the obsession of that? The obsession of wanting to know with people what they do sexually. I'm not talking about people that you're going to sleep with because then that would warrant a conversation. I'm talking about these people want to know where you put your sexual parts into whom, and also want to know if you desire that. So even if you're not doing it, well, do you desire it? I'm like, it is, and this literally is a recent thing that happened with me. So I'm sitting there going like, why are you? It's so weird. It's weird when guys like, people don't understand that gay folks have taste. Yeah, I said it. Gay folks have taste. LGBTQ people have taste. Bi people have taste. Straight people have taste. And everybody's taste is different. So because someone is gay doesn't mean that you're necessarily their flavor. It doesn't mean that they're interested in you because you have the correct anatomy. That's maybe a fraction of what, and that doesn't mean anything. It really just doesn't. And I find it fascinating that people get afraid that someone's going to come onto them. I've seen some hideous looking folks, in my opinion, worried that someone's going to hit on them. And I'm like, baby, if they hit on you, you should be thrilled because I promise you, you ain't getting hit on by a lot of folks from either side of the spectrum. But that's another thing. But I'm just like, why are you worried about this? Like, it took me a long time because, people quote things in the Bible and they say this, and I'm not trying to be dismissive. I have my own beliefs about things, but I'm just sitting there going like, with everything that's going on in this world, I just don't think God's going to be like, and then you put your penis and you put it in there. So you got to go to hell. I saw this movie and it was a straight movie. And they were screwing watermelon and putting fruit and seeds all over. That poor watermelon was just degraded. They, baby, I don't know what they was doing, what they was making, what was happening. I was like, I will not drink fruit juice at their house at all. But they did a whole thing with fruit and a piece of plastic on the floor. And God bless them. They bought the fruit. Go do what you. But I'm not sitting there going like, why are you doing that? Like, what do you care? Like, that's the great thing about being an individual where you get to be like, if it's not for you, cool. If you're watching something on TV and that's not your thing, change the channel. It's too gratuitous. Change the channel. It's okay. If you're around somebody and you feel like they're not your thing, walk away or go, oh, you know what, I don't like people like that, or whatever it may be. It's okay. This is a big world. There are plenty of people out there. But like, I don't want to sit next to anybody that has an issue with me because based on my sexuality or anything. If you do, cool. I'm not mad at you. Like, oh, it's just like, oh, okay, I didn't know that. Swipe, baby. Moving on. Moving on, moving on, moving on. There's just too many people on this planet. There's too many things to see, excuse me, and do. There's too many gifts of God to enjoy. Why would I want to be around someone who's going to make me feel bad about who I am? I got in a whole discussion about telling somebody, and I may have said this before, like, there are people who are celibate. There are people who are not having, like, when you say you have a problem with a gay person, you got to be real specific with me. Like, what part? Because them being gay is not necessarily always about sexuality. It could just be like who they are, and they may not be doing anything sexual. Just like there's straight people that are not doing anything sexual. So, what part of it is it that you have a problem with, and why? Well, I love when people say, "Oh, they're gonna go to hell." Whatever. Okay, but that has nothing to do with you. I mean, like it's different if I'm like harming somebody or doing something in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm killing, if it's something that's affecting you, but this is not affecting you. If we're screwing in the middle of the street, then yeah, you probably should say something. But like this part right here, it doesn't matter. What do you care when two consenting adults or three consenting adults or hey baby, four consenting adults? Come on with it, four. What do you care? What do you care? I mean, like, good God. I just like, like it then they're like it's a road in the country. No, it's not. Listen, I have seen a lot of you folks, hetero folks, with some messed up relationships, and a gay person caused you to have the messed up relationships. Like I've never seen somebody go unless they are LGBTQ, then that means you're not in a hetero relationship, but you're maybe pretending. But the real hetero people, your issues are not stemmed from it's not stemmed from the trans people, it ain't stemmed from the gay people. It's your issues. So like, I don't understand the obsession. My God. Oh my God. And I think that it's important for people to be happy. There's just too many people who feel like they're inadequate. There are people in my community still feeling like they should kill themselves, they should off themselves. You know, there are people trying to suppress like the person that they are and getting married to individuals knowing fully well that's not who they are. And that's energy that you can feel. Now, for people, and this is separate, there are people who are openly bi and monogamous in a relationship with someone, and that person knows who they are. That happens. There are all kinds of things that happen in marriage, and that's the negotiation between you and your partner, and it's private between you and your partner, unless you want to express it. Sometimes I do, I don't care. But, that's the thing, right? But there's not like issues in your relationship if you're straight. That's because gay people are out being themselves. Be yourself. I'm so sad about people who don't feel like they can be truly themselves. I'm so sad about people who are like, look, I'm committed to my wife, I'm bi, but they can't say anything. I'm sad for people like that. That's a sad life, and that kind of energy impacts you. I want to do this thing this week about the truth setting you free, and I want to talk about my truth because I really feel like when we speak the truth, people have more of an issue about the truth tellers. It makes no sense. You don't have to worry usually. Usually, I'm sure there's some cases, but usually if someone's out and telling you who they are and what they're about, then you know what's there in front of you. It's the secretive mofos that you got to worry about. It's the people keeping things underneath, underneath the covers. It's the people who are trying to hide certain things that you necessarily need to worry about. But the people that are living their lives freely and letting you know what it is and how it is, you usually don't have to worry about them because they're putting it all out in the front. I made a choice to live my life that way. Um, I ain't gonna recommend it to nobody because it comes with a price, which I said freedom ain't free, and it ain't. But I don't regret it, but it comes with the price. So I don't know. That's been on my spirit for a minute. I think it was back my couple of my other video diaries when I was talking about my cousin, and it's still kind of sitting there like I don't understand people's obsession with that, and I don't understand people using these things to divide us when you don't have to understand it. It's not for you to understand because it's not you. All you got to understand and work on is you. And that takes a lot for me to work on myself. Good God. Anyway, listen, if you stayed this long, please like and subscribe. Subscribe so that we can stay doing this. Make comments so I can see what's up over on your side. I'm interested. We're in this journey together. We are. And listen, anybody, especially folks in America or people who are interested in America, this is a journey. And we are on this journey. Buckle up, baby. What they say, buckle up, buttercup? All right, till next time. I'll see y'all soon. Give me peace and love.